Hi, it's Rachel with Sam, and today he and I are going to go back over sit and stay. So this kind of thing comes in really handy. For example, with the park it command that we've been working on, a good basic knowledge of the sit and stay really comes in handy with the park it, and they go hand in hand together. And you can use it a lot with Sam, like if you take him to Petco while you're picking stuff out at the checkout register, you can have him sit and stay there. Also at the vet's office, that's another useful application for it there, especially when there are a lot of distractions like other dogs around him and he's in a new place. So we're just going to go over it today. Remember the 3 D's of stay as distance, duration, and distraction. And we usually go about it in that order. Distance and duration kind of go hand in hand, and distraction comes last. So we're just going to do some short, close stays to see how he's doing first, and that will let me know how we can progress with Sam and what's the best approach for that. So, yeah. Okay. Sit. Remember, stop sign in front of the face for stay. Sam, stay. So this is a good distance here. We're all the way at the end of the leash. Good for practicing, and depending on how well he does, we can graduate up to the long leash. Now he has some flies buzzing him, a little bit of just a natural distraction. Since we're doing it for a bit longer, if I see him move, lose focus, or snap at a fly, I just hold my hand out to remind him to stay. It helps reinforce it. Okay. So usually the first distraction that we kind of do is walking around the dogs in a half circle and then a full circle. So they get used to they have to stay regardless of whatever we're doing. Now he's cheating a little bit by pivoting so he can watch me, but his butt is still on the ground and he's remaining in his stay. So I'll let it slide. Let's see if I can make it all the way around him. Stay. Sit. Stay. We get a full 360. Might not be the best thing for Sam yet. I'll try to do kind of a 180 around him. And he's handling that well. Good stay, Sam. Good stay. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so he did really well there. We got some really good duration on that. He did get up a little bit, and so remember that's when you use your correction noise or your no noise, a sharp or to really catch their attention. Now, I see a lot of improvement in Sam already. When I gave that correction, he stopped and he already just kind of waited there. I had to go back up to him and put him up into a sit, but he didn't come towards me anymore. He stayed where he was. So that lets me know that he is getting the correction noise a little bit better and knowing, thinking back to what he's supposed to be doing. So he does remember that, which is a really good sign. All right, Sam. Sit. Stay. I'm going to back up and get our long leash. See how he does with distance before we try the walking around him again. Stay. Now remember, when you come back to him, before you release him, I always like to wait a couple seconds so that he learns that I have to physically release him. I choose when he's released. Me walking back to him does not mean that he's done. So that makes it easier, more practical applications, like if he is in a park it, which is including this sit, stay, which includes a sit, stay. You can be walking around the house, to and from the door, doing your own business, and you'll know that even if you have to walk by in close proximity to him, that's not you releasing him. You actually give him a release word, praise him, and pet him, and only then is he done. So, again, we're getting really why I corrected him there. Now we're about double the distance that we were with his other leash, and he's doing a great job showing no signs of wavering, which is fantastic. Stand, sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay. So he's getting tired. It's towards the end of the day. He's had a long day of playing, so of course he does want to lay down. Good stay. Good stay, Sam. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Very well so far. I'm going to see if I can get all the way to the end of the leash and see how he handles me kind of playing with the leash and swinging it around. This is a really good distraction, doing this, because a lot of times if dogs feel the leash moving or their collar being pulled, they think you're calling them to you, so they automatically get up. With the stay, remember that's where you come all the way back to Sam to release him. You don't release him from a distance, and so you really want to work on doing different distractions so he understands that the only time he's able to get up and get out of his stay is when you come back and say, good stay. So Sam, stay. Stay. Very good. Stay.